Oh, I wish I would have brought some water with me today. I finished it all earlier, so I'm a little dry. I'm going to read an experience to you. This is simply amazing. This is about a young lady who was in a car accident and suffered a serious brainstem injury, and who died and who experienced heaven. And by the way, my name is Lee, and I'd like to welcome you to Rocky Mountain Grace. At the age of 29, Julie Papivas was involved in a car accident that left her in the balance between life and death. As she was driving away from a shopping mall, a teen driver ran a red light, plowed into her at 50 miles an hour. The impact jarred her head and neck severely, injuring her brainstem. Her body instantly began dying. Within minutes, the fire department arrived and pulled her from the wreckage. They were unable to detect a pulse or blood pressure. They took her to Loyola University Medical Center, unconscious and unresponsive. Brain scans showed no brain function. Dr. John Say says, "The brainstem is really the vital center of where we breathe. It controls our heart. It's sort of our center of life. Anybody that has pinpoint purples and the abnormal posture that she had, the survival rate is very poor. She had a serious brainstem injury that I did not think she'd ever wake from." Julie remained unresponsive in a coma. After several weeks, hospital staff gave no hope of recovery and urged her parents to release her to a nursing home. If somebody comes in with a brainstem injury, not breathing, not talking, can't feed themselves, have no control over bodily function, it's a miserable existence, Dr. Shea continues. With her type of injury, I just didn't expect her to get return of function. Her parents refused to give up hope. They and their church family prayed for a miracle. To the astonishment of her doctors, 6 weeks after the accident, Julie woke up. Julie recalls, "I couldn't swallow, my left eye wasn't open, I couldn't hear out of my left ear, I was in diapers, I was fed through a G-tube, I was drooling out of my mouth, I was paralyzed on my left side, my body was not able to do anything." Despite all those physical limitations, Julie had an undeniable hope. She says, "I never felt as if I was alone. I always felt the Lord's presence in my whole walk, through my recovery and from the moment I woke up. He was there with me. I felt that because of the experience that I had." While in the coma, Julie had been given a glimpse of heaven. It was so vast, and there was no real beginning or end to it. It was just perfect peace. I knew that I was there in that place because I was dead. I knew that, and I was not afraid. I was not afraid to be there. I was happy. It was like I was home, and I wanted to stay there. She remembers her deceased grandmother suddenly standing with her. My grandmother said, "No, you can't come with us. You have to go back." I said, "I can't go back. I'm not physically okay." And I was pointing to my left side that was paralyzed. She said, "Your body will heal." I felt right then like someone had come and put a warm blanket around me and their arms around me, and I knew right then that I was in the presence of our Lord. I felt it. I knew it. And then she said, "Go back and be happy." Then the next memory I had was waking up in the rehab hospital. Julie was alive, but her road to recovery was difficult, both physically and mentally. I kept thinking and saying, "God, why did you not let me stay there? Why did you bring me back to this body that doesn't work, and I have to struggle so hard to do everything?" To wake up in a body like that, like I did, it was so incredibly disabled. I don't know how I would ever have gotten past it if it had not had the experience of hope that he shared with me through my grandmother. After 2 months of physical therapy, feeling and movement slowly returned to her left side. Her progress was nothing short of miraculous. Dr. Shea confirms, with the type of injury that Julie had, she had a 4% chance of surviving. Most people that have a 4% chance of recovery, if they survive, and they live longer than 6 months, very often are in a nursing home in severe disability or persistent vegetative state. Her recovery is not due to medicine. Her recovery is some miraculous event, some miracle that happened because theoretically she should have died. Julie progressed so well that in 2007, 10 years after her accident, she trained for and finished an indoor triathlon. When people hear that I did a triathlon, they say that's impossible, Julie says. But I believe nothing is impossible, because I have been in front of the Lord. I feel like anything is possible. Today, Julie shares a message of hope and purpose with others who have suffered similar injuries. She says, I want people to know that truly inside themselves that they matter. There is nothing that is less than about them, because they've gone through those circumstances. She has also written a book about her experiences and recovery entitled, Go Back and Be Happy. I have more purpose here on earth to fulfill, and I take that very seriously. The Lord is with me, which I knew, but it just makes it so much clearer that He has been with me through all of this, and that He has an intention, a good intention for my life. I feel a much closer personal relationship now that He really has a divine purpose for my life, for this story, and for this gift of hope. Unbelievable. Isn't that amazing? You know, I've said this before in other videos. It isn't your doctors, it isn't the specialists that have the final say in your life. If you've got God on your side, you can't lose. You know, we don't know what His plan is, and it may not always be the outcome that you want, but I guarantee you, if you have God on your side, you won't lose. Because even if ultimately the disease or the accident that you're injured in takes your life, you get to spend eternity with Him. So where's the loss? Anyhow, I got some people down here. It's pretty deep down there, probably about, I'm guessing, at least 300 feet over the edge of this cliff. But they're out hiking, I can see their dogs and what have you. Anyhow, I would like to thank you for watching this video today. And may God continue to bless you and yours. Thank you very much. Bye now.